What is going on, community? It is TJ, aka Flash by Night, and this is another episode of the Re-Up. Of course, we drop by, show off the new comic book day books I have, shout out any books that I didn't get but I'm looking out for, and then anything else I picked up throughout the week, we go ahead and drop that off so you can see it. And yeah, we have fun around here. So before I get started, go ahead and hit that like button, hit the subscribe button if you haven't subscribed, and click the notification bell, and we are going to get started. So I have 4 new comic book day books, as well as 1 book I couldn't get, but I'm looking out for. And I'm going to start with Infinite Frontier Secret Files, issue number 1. So, as we all know, I'm kind of a frugal person, and I didn't actually imagine myself grabbing this book for the cover price. It is a $9.99 book. It's an 80-page giant, but it's a $9.99 book. But I enjoyed Infinite Frontier 0, and especially Infinite Frontier issue number 1. So I wanted to go ahead and pick up this Secret Files since it was a light week and see what's in the book, because I enjoyed what I saw from Roy Harper in issue number 1. I enjoyed what I saw from Barry Allen and an unnamed villain. If you haven't read it, go ahead and read it, check it out. Barry Allen runs into a villain that we haven't seen in a while. And then I enjoyed some of the other stuff that they showed in the book, and I'm anxious to see more detail about some of these characters. I don't know much about Alan Scott or his 2 kids, so I assume we're going to get some of that in here, and maybe learn some more about, who is it, Mr. Bones and some agent named Chase. These are people that are way out of my knowledge base in comics, which isn't very big. So we're going to learn more about them, and like I said, it was a light week, and so I picked up Infinite Frontier Secret Files issue number 1. The next book I picked up off of the suggestion of one Mr. John's Comics with Kids, and a couple of other people, and also Chad, who works at my store, Quality Comics. He kind of popped it open when I told him that people said that something's going to happen in this book. He popped it open to read through it. He confirmed something happened, but he didn't confirm anything else. He had poker face, so he didn't want to trip me up or set off any alarms. But I have X Factor issue number 10. I have no clue about anything about X Factor. I haven't read the book, but I've heard I needed to grab it to see if something shocking happens in this book. And so I'm going to give it a read, and if I like it, besides whatever the shocking thing is, if I like it, I may go back and try to catch up on X Factor and see what's been happening in this book from the beginning. I think it's like a 10-issue run, so it's not that cumbersome to try and go back and see what's going on. Next book I have is issue number 2 of Shang-Chi. Of course, I got the Momoko variant. Again, I'm going to shout out my man Chad at Quality Comics for making sure that I got this Momoko copy of Shang-Chi number 2. Now, I have to get a hold of a copy of Shang-Chi number 1. I purchased one, but the person who I purchased it from, I have not asked them to ship me the rest of the books yet, and so it's just hanging out at his house. And sooner or later, I'll ask him to ship it, and I can read 1 and then 2, or maybe I'll just crack 2 open and try to guess what happened in 1 from what happens in number 2. We'll see how I feel over the weekend. But Shang-Chi number 2, the Peach Momoko variant. I think there's also a Peach Momoko variant for Shang-Chi number 3. And I may try to snag that. I don't know if it looks as good as this one, but this one I really liked, and I knew I had to have it when it first hit FOC. So yeah, Shang-Chi number 2. And the last book I have, I was back and forth on even right now, I'm wondering if I really should have grabbed it. Like I said, it was a light week, and so I didn't mind grabbing it, but I'm not sure if I'm gonna read through and follow and then go back and read other books that I missed because of it. But I grabbed crossover issue number 7. This new run, or this new story, is written by Chip Zdarsky instead of Tom Taylor, and apparently Chip is also missing on the cover. I don't know what that's about, but there's probably some madness, probably some craziness in here. Crossover kind of threw me off because, as we found out, or at least to my knowledge, we found out that a lot of the crossover is with other Image characters, and I don't know a whole lot or anything about Image, basically. And so I kind of dropped the title. But I've got number 7. If number 7 piques my interest, I may go back and read the first story and just see what I can get out of it. I'm pretty sure it's good. I'm pretty sure the first story was good. I just personally dropped out. So we'll come back to it, maybe, and see what happens. It depends on how much I like number 7. So, crossover number 7. There you go. And those were my 4 new comic book day books. The other books I got, a friend of mine, the Flash by Night Silent Benefactor, kind of dropped off. I guess he was at Ollie's one day and just kind of grabbed the pack and was like, here, open it up, see what's in it. And so I told him I'd come on here and I'd open it up and see what's in it. And so we have I think 10 pack of books from Ollie's. We're gonna start off with this embossed Superman cover. I have already kind of gotten into it and opened it because when I tried to cold open a CBCS box and grab 2 books out of that this weekend, it was a total debacle. It was a slobber knocker, as JR would say, but I was the one that got slobber knocked. And I said that I was not going to open anything else cold on this YouTube channel because I was not going to have my books beat me up in front of the community. And so I pre-opened these a little bit. And so we're going to go through them. First you have, and I've seen this cover before, from the Reign of Superman, you have Man of Steel 22. And it is is it a die cut? Is that what they call it? When you open it up, of course you have John Henry Irons steel inside. The next book in the Ollie's pack is Night Mask, issue number 5. What in the world is a Night Mask? I assume he comes from the new universe. That's what it says up top. But I have no clue what a Night Mask is. Apparently he's a Marvel character. I don't know. I don't know what to think. If you know what Night Mask is, you let me know in the comments. By the way, this should be coming up right before the Tag Team Thursday, starting off on Rod the Rican's channel. So after this is over with, if you want to, you can head right over to Just the Rican in this comics, and he's going to start off Tag Team Thursday, and then it's going to bleed into John's Comics with Kids, and Old Wolf, and Brandon at Comics Kings, and ending with Justin. He's going to be mad at that. Justin from No Good Comics. So yeah, once this is over with, go ahead and hop on the Rod's channel. They'll drop links. They'll show you where you need to go and have a lot of fun with everybody for their new comic book day shenanigans and knowledge. So the next book I have is an Image book. It is Supreme Madness. I don't know if this is Supreme number 14 or Supreme Madness number 14, but that's what this is. I have no clue what's going on this book. Yeah, no clue, but it looks like they are angry with each other. The next book I have has Vince Carter on the back. Shout out to Vince Carter. But from the pages of 52, I have the World War, A Call to Arms, book 1. And we have some version of Robin and Firestorm and, of course, Shazam and, not Shazam, Black Adam. Man, I'm messing this stuff up today. Black Adam in the middle. So we'll see what this book is all about. I'll probably flip through it and give it a read real quick. Next book up is Marvel Comics presents 4 all new features with, let's see, Cyclops, She-Hulk, Black Panther, and it says 4 all new features. All I have is Black Panther, She-Hulk, and Cyclops. And it says to the Thing on the bottom. So I'm not sure if the Thing is the 4th person in this feature. But yeah. We'll have to see what's in this, because we got a plush little She-Hulk doll there and old school Cyclops. So yeah, things are happening on this cover. We'll see. Next book I have is Halloween Comic Fest Action Labs Presents. Now, I feel like I recognize this little girl here from some cartoon. I'm guessing that some people know who these characters are or where they are from. Actually, if you look on the back, whatever Miraculous is, I believe that is her, or at least whatever show she plays on. But yeah, not sure what this is. May check it out, may let it flop in the wind. I don't know. Next book we have is The Ultraverse, The Solution, issue number 8 from Malibu Comics. Yeah, I don't know what to say about that. Well, actually, this guy in the back was kind of upset. I don't know if he's what they need the solution to or not. Next book, New Warriors, number 35. Don't know what to make of that. But some people are targeted for trouble. Next book up, we have Magnus Robot Fighter, issue number 5. Shout out to Southern Comic Geek. I know this name because of him. I don't know what's going on with this book, but apparently Magnus Robot Fighter has a name out in these streets. And the last book I got from that Ollie's pack is book 6 of Dark Knight 3, The Master Race. I recognize the name. I don't know a whole lot about the book. I've never read it before, but maybe it's pretty good. I don't know. Y'all tell me if you know anything about Dark Knight 3, The Master Race. Or if you know anything about any of these books I got out of this Ollie's pack, drop some knowledge on me. Let me know what you know, especially the indie books, because I feel like with this community, a lot of people have read indie books from the 90s and really dug them, and I have no clue what they were. So if you know what they were, if you saw something that looked familiar, that ticked your box, that tickled your fancy, let me know. Drop some knowledge on me and share with the community. And that is all the books I have for New Comic Book Day and for this week thus far. The only book that I do not have, and I meant to cover this earlier, is I wanted a cover of Barbaric issue number 1. But my store did not have a copy in there for me, and so I'm going to have to hunt one down or wait on the second printing. The second printing is already on FOC for this week. I heard that it's like the first print was heavily printed, maybe like 35,000 copies or so. So I may just wait for the second print and get me a second print copy of Barbaric issue number 1. And that is it for now. As I said before, this should come on right before Tag Team Thursday with Justin Ricken and his comics. And then it leads into John's Comics for Kids, Old Wolf 65, Comics Kings, No Good Comics. Ride the whole train. Everybody brings some different flavors, some fun, some information for you to have about comics right after New Comic Book Day. But that is it for me. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already, and remember to love yourself, love others, and I will be back in a flash.